told that we ain't never giving up. So the enemies, I'm taking them apart. I'm a young boss, got me feeling like a rock. They can never match it, they can never stop.
What's up, everybody? It's SIKSLAYER and TEKNOBLAST here on Techno's Gimme. Without the realist, but hopefully he'll be here soon. What's up, Punny? If you're still there, unless he just went in to put some popcorn emojis and TV sets.
That was like 3:41. It's like 8 o'clock now. Jeez.
Yeah,
wow.
He goes in early all the time, man. He's like, just goes in there like, I'm gonna put some emojis on there because I'm cool. So he could be the first one. First. Man, we took a week off, man, just because it was the last week of school. So we had to get these kids.
Yeah, you have to wakey. They have to go to school.
wakey stuff, man. Finals and everything for them. So we have to make sure they're up and at it, man, on that Thursday. Well, not Thursday, but that Friday night or Friday morning. So Thursday night, I was like, you know what? We'll just take a break here and do the family things and all that jazz. So now we're back. And actually I had some topics last week too, and I couldn't find my little list. So I'm like, oh man, I lost it. And because I think some drama was going on last week. But you know what? I don't really care. I'm having my fun with my games, either on Game Pass or I bought it because Doom on Game Pass is amazing. Doom is Doom, man. It's fun. A lot of fun if you haven't played it already. And they got some great weapons. And once you upgrade them, man, they just mow everybody down in the game. My son already beat it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was pretty far in last we spoke. So.
Yeah, he was very far in, man. He finished it earlier this week.
That's crazy.
And it's like, man, to be a kid, man, not have any.
Yeah, he's out of school. Yeah, man. Now he's really gonna play your games. Now he's really gonna play some games. What are you talking about? Ain't no more wakey. It's time for school.
Nah, man. He like wakes up at 10, 11 o'clock. Goes straight to his computer, starts playing. It's like, dog,
you didn't even wash your ass.
You gotta make your mom mad. It's like you don't even say good morning. You don't even go downstairs. Nothing. He's like, I gotta get on the computer. Go play some games with my buddies. I don't care. They're like me. I really don't care if he plays. It's mommy that gets.
We did the same thing.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't bother me if he plays. It's mommy who gets bent out of shape that he plays too much and all that. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's like, please. It's like there's no way for us. It is impossible as parents to find at least 8 to 12 hours of entertainment that's not screen related. It's just not going to happen.
Not in 2025.
Not in 2025. It's just not going to happen. As much as a parent wants to take these kids off of screens, summertime, while people are working, it's going to be impossible for you to take kids off of screens. And it's just the way it is, man. Some people just can't accept it. I don't get it. They keep trying to fight it. No, my kid.
I mean, it's 24/7 now, but at least during our age, the screens that we were on was, our games and shit, but we went outside eventually.
You went outside, right? Yeah.
We went outside.
See the bad. Okay, so here's the downside that with my kids going to the school that they're going to, they go to a charter school. Okay. Now, the charter school does not have any bus service. We have to take them and pick them up. All right. All the kids that attend the school are scattered throughout the vicinity of the school. Right. It's not concentrated like it would with a public school that's nearby. Right. So all the friends are not in walking distance. They're not in the same neighborhood. They're probably like 10, 15 minutes away driving. If that, probably a little bit farther. Right? And so if we want them to get together and do something other than play games, we have to take them somewhere. Like, we have to go pick them up or have them come over to each other's houses and do something. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's not as easy as like, hey, I'm going down the street to go see Billy. It's just not like that here. Yeah. It is not like that here, right? And it's like that's the downside of getting these kids in a charter school rather than a public school, because if they were in a public school, all their friends would be right here in walking distance, or at least biking, or
something. Yeah,
they could go on a bike. They could go to Billy's house.
But they're far. They can't even do that.
They can't do that. No, they can't ride their bike down the highway. Yeah, they can't do that.
Nope.
And so, to me, if he wants to play games all day, which he's been doing all week, let him. He's not bothering.
Eventually, in like a month or something, you're gonna make him do something.
Well, he has summer school. He has summer school.
Oh, okay.
Summer school starts next week, so I'm gonna have to pretty much say.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna pretty much have to lay down some rules before the school starts, because I think they have it for like I forgot the timeline, but I think maybe 3 weeks of summer school that both are going.
Did he fail something?
No, he just needs help in like I think it's math. Oh, okay. So if they see that he's struggling, they'll send out a notice and say, hey, your son needs.
Oh yeah, he's about to start high school and stuff.
He's going to start high school. It looks like he's struggling. So to kind of catch him up, it's like he needs to go to summer school. We're like, all right, go send him. It's like we're not planning to go anywhere. So it's like it's either stay at home and play video games all day, or he can go to summer school. We're like, go to summer school. And so is the younger one too. So they're both going to be out. So we're going to be like here all chilling like all day, just us. Like if it's a regular school day. So it's okay. It's like, let him play. It's okay. Now the younger one, he's all into airplanes right now, big time. Airplanes. He makes model airplanes out of crafting stuff like.
Really?
So he's making airplanes out of toilet paper tubes and paper towel tubes.
Dude, I did that too.
So
I did that.
He's painting them. He's putting lettering on them and everything. Windows.
Wow.
I mean, he's got hot glue. He's like just putting it all together. Right.
That's cool, man.
He's into it big time. So, and he's having us take him to. It's called Founders Plaza at the airport, which is where you can go and watch the planes arrive and leave.
Oh, okay.
They land. And so now I'm having to bring my big DSLR camera and taking pictures as the airplanes come in. But not just any airplanes. He has an app that can track all the planes that are coming and going. Right?
Oh, really? Wow.
And he looks at him. He's like, I want to take pictures of this plane that's coming in from Qatar. Right? And then here it comes. He tells me when it's coming. I'm over here with my camera ready to go and taking pictures of these airplanes.
That's
and so
cool, man.
Now I'm having fun myself because now I get to use the camera and the big lens that I bought years ago that I never really got a chance to use. Right. So we may be far away from the airplane, but man, I got that long ass zoom lens that, puts me up close. That sometimes you can see the pilot.
Wow, really?
So it's been, like today we went earlier before this, and he's like, Dad, I want to go there between 5 and 7. I was like, well, at 7 o'clock I go my streaming thing. Oh man, I was like, why at that time? It's like, because that's some of the international flights come in. That's what time they come in. Like he knows that when this happens.
Wow, man! It's the technology that gives him access to so much information. Yeah. Because when I was a kid, you know what it was, man. We had to go to libraries. There was like kids books for like fighter planes and stuff. That's what we had.
Yeah.
You know.
And
That's
so,
crazy to hear, bro.
and then, so he asked me, he's like, Daddy. I'm like, what's up? It's like, I want an RC airplane. It's like, it's only $30. So it's like a small one, right? Nothing big. And I'm like, all right. It's like, I'll make you a deal. He's like, what? Because he's the one, he's always asking for stuff, right? I was like, I'll get you that airplane, that RC airplane. But
if you do well, cool.
I want you to start practicing on your bike. I want you to learn how to ride your bike.
Oh, okay.
Because he doesn't know how to ride his bike.
Oh.
And he's like, okay. I was like, I don't want to hear complaining about, I got to go outside or anything. When I say, hey, let's go outside and practice on the bike, I want you to have a happy face when we go. It was like, or I'm not going to order it. He's like, okay.
Why does it I feel like in a couple of years from now it's going to be the same thing with him and driving?
Yeah. And so yesterday was the first day. And I was like, hey, let's go outside and ride the bike. Okay. Like, he didn't put a fuss, right? And I was like, don't worry. I'm not going to put the pedals on. I'll take those off. All I want you to do is just pedal with your feet. Like, push off with your feet. And every once in a while, when you feel comfortable, I want you to lift up your feet so you can balance. Learn how to balance. That's the first thing. Okay. I said, there's going to be no pedals so you don't scrape up and mess up your shins and your calf. It's going to be fine. Okay. And I started showing him how to do it. And then, it took a while, but he started getting that, right? He started understanding what I was talking about. Well, this morning, he's like, hey, can we go outside and ride the bike? I liked it.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, all right, let's go. I was like, let's go. Dude, he did so much better today on balancing, right? And so we go to a school that's right across the street, and their parking lots, like, because we live on a hill, their parking lots like has a incline, right? And I say, you know what, it'd be easier. Go right here. This parking lot has a little steep. Just use that as momentum. Just go. It's like to push off for a little bit and start picking up speed, and then you'll start balancing yourself. He's like, okay, dude. I didn't have to say anything. I just kept clapping my hands like, good job, because he was just going up and down, like up and down. Nice. And mind you, this is without pedals, right?
Oh, aren't you proud?
And I told him, he's like, you know what? I'm not going to tell you when to put the pedals on. You're going to tell me when you feel comfortable to put the pedals on, okay? When you learn how to balance. He's like, okay. And it's like, here's another thing. I told him. Yep. One of these days, you will fall. We all fallen before off a bike. Your brother's fallen, I've fallen, everybody's fallen off the bike. It's like, what are you going to do when you fall? He's like, not cry. Good. What's another thing you're going to do? Get up and try again. Yep, that's it. Don't cry and get up. Everybody's falling. We just get up and go. Okay. He's like, so he's all about it. He meant all that just because he wants that RC plane thing.
Hey, man, he'll do what he got to do. Listen, man, he'll do what he got to do to get what he wants.
Yeah.
Which is good.
What's up, Poe?
Google Poe is that Google Poe? That is Google Poe.
He's
sales nine.
He's questioning my my title.
But bro. Hey, what up, Punty? You came back. What's up, brother? So listen, yeah, Google Pro brings it up. We're gonna talk about Doom in a quick second, but but before that, we've been trying to delay for this. I guess I don't know what's going on. What you been playing, brother?
Doom. I've been playing Doom. I'm almost done. I think I'm on chapter 20 out of 22, so I'm close to it. It's good. Good. Doom is Doom, man. It's like you can't have a bad Doom game. It's good.
Right.
It's a fun game. The music is on point. I think, and I haven't messed with the settings, but I think the music needs to be a little louder because they have it like way down on the volume. It's like, nah, we need some of that rock music when it kicks in,
Mm-hmm.
That metal music, and
definitely metal AF.
But it's fun, man. I've been reading a lot of complaint. Kind of going into this sales thing. People are like. People just like to complain. You're like, I don't give a shit. It's like I like playing, but I thought I'd bring it up anyways. But people are complaining. It's like there's not enough gore. There's not enough gore kills. The music's not the same because they don't have the last guy that made all the other some guy named Mick or something like that. I forgot what that guy.
Yeah. Mick Gordon.
So yeah, it's like it's not the same. Like, oh gosh, it's like you're just never gonna get the same guy every time. You know, it's like at some point they're gonna want to leave and do something else.
Yeah, or shit happens like in his case.
Yeah.
By the way.
And then so they're also saying, oh, 3 million players when it first came out, that's where it peaked, and then like kind of went down, and the sales doesn't really reflect that. It was like a bunch of Game Pass. It's like, well, yeah.
You don't have no sales numbers. That's just made up bullshit. Nobody knows if any of that stuff is true.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's a Doom game that's been well received and it's on everything. The Steam numbers alone must be crazy. You don't have no official
the
numbers.
Dark Ages sales on PS5 and PC are looking grim, analyst suggests.
What analyst? They suggest this? Yeah, what analyst?
IGN, man, you know that. Come on.
Oh, IGN.
No, I don't know. I don't know if it's IGN.
Never mind what I said.
Let's see.
IGN.
Let's see what they say here. It appears that sales for Doom aren't particularly good in the wake of its release last week. It was last week?
Yeah.
I guess. With Bethesda touting over 3 million players, analysts are reporting that over 2 million of that are playing off Game Pass. And what's wrong with that? I'm part of that 2 million.
They're trying to low-key knock Xbox and stuff.
That is their goal. Is they're trying to push to Game Pass.
Oh, this is not IGN. This is The Gamer. Oh, that website. Oh,
this is somebody else. I just threw IGN just to talk shit.
No, it's right there on the right side. The Gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that.
So, of course, it's gonna be from Game Pass. What's up, Punny? Oh, Punny is in here.
Like Astro Butt, they already did better than Astro Butt, didn't they?
What up, Dick? Worse than falling off a bike is falling off a motorcycle. Never teach your kids how to ride a motorcycle. Painful to fall off those. Dude, I've watched some videos of bicycle, where the guys, not bicycle, bikes, motorcycles where the driver either gets hit or he loses control. It's just like, oh, that's gotta be painful. That's gotta hurt.
Sure. Oh man, that's why they wear leather, right? They to protect from skin marks. They get what do you call that? Rash, not skin rash. It's something. Where
you mean you sandpaper your skin off, your flesh?
Yeah. But there's a term for that. But either way, yeah, man, this is why they wear what they wear.
Thank you for making Doom the Dark Ages the biggest launch in id's history.
Oh.
7 times faster to 3 million than Doom Eternal. But don't they always say that about the previous game to the new game?
So that just goes to show people who talking shit. Just talking shit. Because it's breaking.
Wait, hold on. So Bethesda puts out a thank you. And then some ding dong named Christopher Dring. I don't know who that is.
Oh, Chris Dring. Yeah, he's a journalist, quote unquote, with a lazy eye, right? He was the guy that he put up there was a video where he was talking about, oh, I heard Xbox is not going to do blah, blah, blah. That's what I heard. This was just before a big showcase.
Yeah.
Right? But you could tell he was lying with the way he was saying. I think we showed it here on the show before. Chris Dring, he was that guy that they quoted a week or two ago about some other bullshit, and he had to come out and say, no, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
About some other shit. I don't even remember what it was. But if it's coming out of his mouth, don't believe it.
So let's see. This is what he says. Over 2 million of which are they're not. I forgot to switch the screen. Over 2 million of which are on Xbox, according to Ampere, power of Game Pass. I did expect it to do better after the buzz of last year's Xbox event, but that's probably just my expectations being too high. But either way, they still win with 2 million players off of Game Pass. Why are they still put up a fight against Game Pass? It's been out for this, a number of years now. What? Damn, how long has it been out? 7 years?
I want to say closer to 8.
Closer. My gosh, I even really, man. And it's still just like,
you know what it is, man. It's not just that it's Game Pass. It's anything Xbox. Game Pass is Xbox. So boom, there you go. Right? Like they gotta spin the bullshit every time. And there's certain names you see all the time. Chris Dring being You know what I mean?
Cross-eyed
Out there,
Chris.
you know,
That's what.
yeah, cross-eyed Chris. No, he has a lazy eye on one of his eyes, bro. It's not both eyes; it's just one, right? And like, bro, I'm not trying to like make fun of it, but like, when
I'll make fun of it.
It's easy to recognize. Okay, this is the person we're talking about. You want to make it? I will too. I'm just saying, in terms of identification, it's easy to identify, right? White dude, glasses, lazy eye, boom, right?
Yeah.
They don't track the same. Anyway,
Post says all these ponies so concerned for the number one company in the world. They're worried about Microsoft losing money. Yeah, I don't understand why they're so worried about that.
Came out with their reports, but they were making money. Is Sony making money? I thought Sony is canceling more games and shit.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Oh, did you hear about Marathon?
No, what happened to Marathon?
They're like pushing it back, whatever. They canceled the marketing stuff that they had planned for it.
You know what? I forgot what even that game is about. What is it now? What is it?
Extraction shooter. It's Extraction.
Extraction?
Like it's nothing like the original Marathon at all. Like the original Marathon was like the Mac version of Doom, right?
Yeah.
Like PC had Doom, Mac had Marathon, right? And like, bro, this
weak.
I mentioned it before. As soon as I saw it on that live stream when they first presented it on some live stream about a month ago.
Yeah.
Or maybe like 6 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it, and I was the only one who felt this way, but the internet in general was like, this ain't it, Chief. It wasn't as bad a reaction as they did for Concord, but bro, this thing is about to flop. About as bad.
Yeah, I mean they're late to the party to those type of games. Like Microsoft is late to the Windows Phone stuff, right? They were late. I mean Windows Phone was great, but
it's late.
They waited too long, and Apple and Android took over. Yep. And Sony trying to come out with some looter shooter or some extraction game or some crap. What was the other game that they got canceled at? Concord, right? Nobody wants that crap, man.
Nobody wanted it.
Nice try, Sony. But nobody wants
it. As gamers saw it, we all knew, like, nope, this ain't it, Chief.
This ain't it. Nick's on fire, finally. Jeez.
Really?
That's what Post said?
Man, after all the Knicks fans talking, right, then to lose the first two games, to win a third, lost a fourth, and I guess he's saying they're doing well in this game, man. I'm not even, Yo, and here's the thing, man. They tricked even my ass, yo. I started getting hopeful for the Knicks, bro.
Yeah.
I started believing them, like, oh, they might actually make it this year. Because I've been saying lately that I think, in the next 5 years, they're probably going to win one at the rate they're going, right? They get better and better every year, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm starting to notice stuff is finally happening. We talked about this last show, I think, right? But, like, bro, and then they lost 2 games in a row. They finally win one. Okay. Win the fourth one, tie it up, and we'll see where we go from there. Bro, they got their ass whipped in that fourth game as far as I heard. I'm like, So I don't even care if they...
Man, that's like the Dallas Stars right now, man. They're getting their ass kicked by Edmonton. Like, Dallas was looking good through the playoffs until Edmonton came in and started whipping some ass. I'm like, come on, Dallas. And that's the same team they got beat by last year. So it's a rematch. And they're not looking good. They're down 3-1. So I think they play tonight. It's like, this is their last chance to get back in it.
Yeah.
And I think they're playing over there, too.
Oh, speaking about sports and video games. So you know how with TEKNOBLAST, you remember the old NES game? Like they mod it every year with the current players and teams, right? Well, for NHL 94, apparently they've been doing this for a while.
They did a fight mode or something?
Right. No, what they did was NHL 94 apparently had it in the game all along, right? The fight mode. But to get the NHL license or whatever, they had to take it out the game. Like they disabled it, but it was in the code all along.
Yeah.
So, yeah, every year, they add the current players and teams and stats and all that stuff, right? But this year they were able to unlock the fighting that was always in the game that was never able to be.
Should have been in the game.
You must have heard about this to say about the fighting. You'd heard about this?
I saw, going through my timeline, I saw something about they enabled fighting or they added fighting or something.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So that's really cool, man.
Hey, Punny, don't be talking about hockey, man. It's a man's game.
You get to fight.
Nah, man, I like hockey, man. I mean, I don't watch it as much as I want to, but what they did here, at least for the Stars, I don't know if other teams did it. We can now watch all the Stars game at no cost through their app.
Really?
So you know how MLB has their MLB TV,
Yeah.
NFL has the Sunday Ticket or whatever they have, and then NBA has the League Pass. Well, at least for the Dallas Stars, they put out an app and they stream all their games at no cost.
Nice.
No cost at all. So now I'm able to watch, hockey games, whereas before it's like you had to sign up for some cable package and it's like I ain't sign up for no
Even
cable.
playoff games?
And playoff games too. You get to watch them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Now I don't know if it's like if you're within the region, like the zip codes or in state. I don't know how it works. I just know I can.
They might still track you maybe.
All I know is that I'm able to watch it.
That's cool.
Well,
Really cool.
Punny's like, you got to learn how to skate. Let me tell you, I can skate. I can stay standing up.
You can't stop.
I can go, but I can't stop. I can never.
Because like the dude from Mighty Ducks.
Dude,
what was it?
that's me,
Yeah.
man. I cannot do the sideways thing. I cannot dig my blade into the ice to stop. I just can't. I don't know why.
Can't stop.
And so I just go, right? And I do the whole kind of like when you're skiing, I do the pizza, like do pizza, to kind of
Pizza, French fries. Got you.
yeah, do the pizza move so you can slow down a bit sometimes, or I'll just drag my foot, like I'll drag one foot behind me so I can slow down.
Oh, dude. Did I ever tell you the story about how I broke my leg skiing? I never told you this story. So when I was like 11, right? I went skiing like 3 times, right? The first time at first I was having some trouble and then all of a sudden it clicked with me. I started doing a lot better, right? The second time I went, it was like, oh, I've been skiing for years. I was up and down, everywhere. It was fun, right? The third time, I was so enthralled with myself and my ability to ski, bro. That's, pride goeth before the fall, bro. Now I'm thinking I'm the shit.
Yeah.
Now, it's usually snowing on the mountains anyway, right?
Yeah.
But it started to get a little bit crazier.
Yeah.
Right? At the end of the day, and I said I want to go one last time before we go inside, right?
Yeah.
He was like, all right, man, I'm not going to go, but you can go. I'll wait right here for you to come back. All right, cool. So, now the storm starts to pick up. As soon as I say that I walk away, the storm started to pick up, the snowstorm, right? And so then I went to where the sign was, where it tells you, this hill for this hill for that, blah, 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 right? So, because of the snow, I misread the sign, I guess. I'm not really sure, because man, I am cutting this real closely. Let me get this last skiing. So now I'm trying to go quick, right? And I realized, I'm going really fast. Bro, I went down an Olympic ski jump.
Oh, damn.
Bro, that's not the part where you say, oh, damn. Because here's the part where I said, oh, damn. I went down the thing, high speed, boom, in the air, until my momentum of going up and gravity balanced out for that split second when I'm just floating in the air. And I go, oh, damn. The next thing I know, the sunlight's on my face. I'm in a hospital bed.
Like 12
both
feet
my legs
under
broken.
the snow.
Both my legs were broken.
Oh,
on the
damn.
shins. Yes.
That
Bro,
sucks.
all I remember was the part where the gravity, right?
The
my
gravity.
upward momentum balanced out, and I'm like floating for that split second. I said, oh, damn. I don't remember even like the gravity, really taking me and pulling me down. Like this, I don't remember any of that. I just remember going, oh, damn. The next thing I remember was waking up with the sunlight in my face.
So what's
Because I'm in
going
the
on?
hospital bed the next morning, bro.
Like, what's going on?
Yo, that was the worst.
Nah, my first
was
time
the
skiing, I went with a group of friends, and they knew how to ski already. This is my first time, right? And I told them, I was like, let me do bunny slopes first. Let me do the baby stuff because I have no idea what I'm doing, right? And so after a while, they're like, come on, come with us to higher ones. Like, man, I was like, I got to follow you guys. It's like, I don't have no idea where to go. I don't know what any of these mean, right?
Right.
The difficulty of the mountains. These fuckers took me on black.
Oh.
All the way to the top. And I got there and I'm like, dog, I cannot do this. Just do it. You've been doing really good on the small ones. Yeah, the small ones. Right? I don't have that much distance to fall. I just fall and I fall and that's it. Done. I'm falling and I'm keep rolling down the mountain.
Wow.
And so now you'll be fine. Dude, I tried so hard to keep control of going side to side, right? Like a zigzag. Right? That way I don't pick up speed. But at some point, I just lose it where I went straight down. And that's a huge mistake because you're just picking up speed like crazy, right?
That's what I was doing.
And
I didn't realize.
And I'm like, I'm trying so hard to turn my legs to, like, I can't. Oh, right?
Yeah. Can't do pizza.
Yeah, I can't do pizza. No, I'm just going to fly forward, right?
Turn at that speed, yeah.
So at some point, I saw there was a drop-off. Like, dude, I'm heading for a drop-off, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, I can't do I just like, fuck it. Dude, I just fell backwards and start going down like a starfish, man. I just like,
oh, that's one of the worst things you could do, bro.
It's like, I'm gonna fall. That's it. I can't stop on my own. And I was good. Like, I stopped after a few feet and everything. And I was like, all right. It's like, I'm not getting on top of that again. I'm staying on blue or whatever it is that's easy. Right?
Right.
It's like, not on black. Oh, they're like, you did good, man. You did good. It's like, even though you threw yourself, I was like, yeah, because I couldn't stop. And I was like, I'm gonna hurt somebody, man.
Oh man,
I'm gonna hurt somebody because it's like, I'm not a small kid. I'm gonna ram somebody. I'm gonna hurt them, right? And so yeah, that just like, that was my first time. Now I'm all about it. I won't go to black.
Right?
I won't go to black, but I will go ski. It's like, I enjoy doing that. I'll take skiing any day over some beach setting. I just can't stand being at the beach. Nope.
Really? You hate the beach?
I don't like going to beach. I like going to beach towns and like hanging out and eating and stuff like that. But being at the actual beach with the sand, that's a no-no. I don't like it.
Wow.
No. And the only reason why I go is because the kids want it. Like, I want to go to the beach. I'm like, I don't want to go to no damn beach, you know? I'd rather be in the mountain. I'd rather be in the woods. Give me
Oh, you know who you might like to watch on YouTube? Mr. Sujano. He does like emulation news every day. He does videos, right?
Yeah.
Maybe even twice a day, but usually he's out camping. He likes the outdoors, right? And so he tries to do his videos live from the outdoors. They're not live, but he records them outdoors.
Yeah.
And Mr. Sujano, Sujano, great guy, good videos. But like you're talking about the outdoors thing, yeah, he does that.
Yeah, I'm about that. I'm no pro at what to do. I just prefer that, right? Like I tell my friends, like, let's go camping. Yeah. And my wife's idea of camping is getting a cabin.
Glamping, like, yeah.
That's not
glamping.
camping.
Yeah, that's what my girl wants to do. Glamping. I'm like,
no. I was like, if I want to go stay in a tent, I'll just take the boys with me and I'll go with them. It's like, I don't want to put up a fight. It's like, my back hurts. Oh, we needed this. Oh, it's like, no. It's like, we'll get a cabin for one day. We'll go with you if you want to go. But I want to be in a tent. I like to rough it, right? I enjoy those type of camping experiences, right?
You like to rough it. I like to move it. I like to move it.
That's right.
Move it. There you
go. So yeah, give me camping, no glamping or no.
Oh, but you say you take a walk outdoors every day, right?
I try to, yeah.
You know what you should do when you're out there walking? Get your camera, record like news videos, like like console news and stuff.
Yeah.
Or Xbox related news.
Hey,
that
I'm
way you can
out
come up
here
with
in the
like,
middle of so and so trail. Remember on Xbox News today? I'll do it.
and just bring up just like one subject, but don't do it at the whole radio voice. Don't do it.
Don't do radio guy.
Yeah, just
What's
be
up,
yourself.
guys?
Just be yourself, right? Don't be I was gonna say that guy Wolfman Jack. I don't even know if that dude's still alive.
Casey Kasem.
Case, right?
Yeah, today in the top 5.
But yeah, just like one topic. This is what they're saying. Blah blah blah. I don't know. Check it out, maybe. And then on Thursday. And if you do one on Thursday, you can make sure the podcast later in the day.
This is something I actually want to do, and I think people think I'm like, at least my family think it'd be a crazy thing for me to do.
What? That?
Is actually hike through several states, whether it's walking or even. I know this is dangerous. I know nobody needs to tell me hitchhiking. Okay.
Bro.
But things like that, going from like here in Texas to some other state, right? And a state that has scenic views, not just the highway, and go through their state parks and then continue on. That's
what
like,
this reminds me of?
That's like something I want to do. Right.
On Dumb and Dumber. You remember Dumb and Dumber when they were traveling across the country?
Yeah.
They had that little bike and they were frozen together.
Yes.
And like he was like, I gotta piss. He's like, just go.
Just go.
Yeah. And then they were stuck together because they froze on them. Like, bro.
Yes.
I don't know why I thought of that when you said like you wanna like
I have a huge backpack where I can like stuff a bunch of crap. Now I know it's like I gotta carry it and everything. I'll get tired quick. I understand that. So it's not like I'm oblivious to that. But I have this like huge long backpack that I use for when I was traveling, that's perfect for it. Right. And now I have more of a better sense of what I can pack. Before I was like, I just packed everything. If I was staying for 7 days, I take 7 days worth of clothes. Right. Now it's like, okay, I'll just take like 3 days and just wash it. Right.
Right.
So that's something I want to do. But I'm sure people are like, you at your age, it's like, you're not like you get any younger. I'm like, well, it's like stuff I want to do, it's what I want to do.
Hey.
Anyways, damn.
That's up to you, man. Just don't hurt yourself, bro.
Yeah. Cyberpunk 2, man, they're talking about it now.
They just started active development. I believe.
Yeah. It was like, so I wonder now with their amazing launch of the first one, are they going to be more careful about this one?
Bro, okay. This is the same thing that happened with Grand Theft Auto 4.
Did it?
Right? Okay, so with 5, actually, because 4 on PC, right, was a pretty, let's say, a bad port. It had issues. Like, nowadays, there's mods and stuff to fix what the actual issue was, but they never patched the issue in and of the PC version itself, right?
Yeah.
So when GTA 5 was announced for PC, the PC heads were super nervous about it. Super nervous off rip, right? And I was like, bro, that's the only one on PC, because I paid 3 once on one-way Dragon's PS2. Because I didn't own 3 on PS2. I owned it on Xbox. But I pirated it on PC when it came to PC, right? And the game ran fine on PC back then, right? Vice City, San Andreas, they all ran fine on PC back then, right? All the first 2 top-down ones ran fine too, right? It was just the 4th one, right? That was not too good of a port, right? So I was like, bro, I'm sure it'll be just fine, especially now that they came off this bad port and everybody complained about it. They're going to know and definitely make sure that they don't have that same problem. That's usually not the thing you have to worry about. Whatever problem they have last time, that should be the last on your list of things to be concerned about. You should already expect that to work out, right?
Yeah.
And that's what they're saying with this 6th one now. Like, oh, is it going to be a bad... Dude, same thing. And it's the same thing with that game you were talking about. Like, it's just the same thing. Like, they expect it's going to be a bad port for zero reason, because they're just so browbeat by the industry, I guess, that they just think bad things are going to happen. Oh, speaking of which, bad things that are going to happen, it's looking like EA might be looking to close down Codemasters, because their moves as of late not looking too good. There's a lot of talk that that's exactly what they're going to do. Or, well, not they're not gonna fire anybody, but they're moving around the staff to do other things. So basically, it's looking like Codemasters isn't gonna be around too long. They just took them off some project. I was reading about this an hour before the show. Damn, I should have researched this a bit more, but it just goes to show what I was saying earlier there about, you know, these companies and how they act. Well, EA being the typical EA, right?
Yeah.
But they buy a developer.
They do.
And
sucks.
a couple years after, they shut them down because some bullshit.
I don't understand how some developer studios allow themselves to get bought out by EA, knowing their history.
Exactly.
It's like, why? It's like,
why? Yeah.
Like, what is it? The plan was like, okay, I know they're going to shut us down, but at least we're going to get paid out. You know?
Yep.
I don't know. You would think that you would see the history of a bigger company and what they do with their studios, and it never fails. I mean, like, it never fails that they, you know, shuts them down. And
what they do is usually they put some high expectation on them, you know, to meet some goal on some new game or some other shit, right? That's highly unlikely for them to reach that goal. Or it was just something that was in their bag, right?
Yeah.
But like if it was an FPS developer that made some franchise that was really hot, right? And now they're supposed to make the sequel, and that's why they bought them, right? And then they fuck up the sequel, right?
Yeah.
And then they give them another chance, but they make them do some shit that they're not too adept at. And then when they fail at it because they weren't adept at it and they should never be assigned that job in the first place, of course they'll fail at it, and then all of a sudden they want to shut them down, cut them down, do this, do that. It's like the team for Anthem, it's the team for, you know, all these games in the past. Like they make them do stuff that they're not adept at, that's not what they're known for, whatever, or they give them expectations that are way too high, a goal that's nigh on impossible to reach if they were being objective about it. And of course they don't meet the objective, and then all of a sudden they want to shut them down. This is usually what EA does. So
yeah,
Codemasters is looking like, bro, if things are following the way they usually do when it comes to EA, that Codemasters might be next, bro.
Bye,
That's a fucking
Codemasters.
shame. And remember, this is the same guys who did that F1 game that's looking so hot, right?
Yeah.
It's out. I still don't know if I want to get it or not, but like, bro.
I know you were hyped about it a couple of weeks ago, the last time we spoke.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's time we spoke. Yeah, but freaking EA, bro. Classic EA, man.
Classic EA. And they probably canceled a new Battlefront game. But it's like, does anybody really want one? Because I don't think everybody were really too happy with Battlefront 2.
Well, it wasn't the game so much as it was all the loot box bullshit. And then once they lost the audience, that was it, right? It's like the situation with 2042 Battlefield, right? They fixed it. It's fantastic. Has been for a while, like you would say over a year already. They fixed it, right? It's already too late. No one cares. Everybody's looking forward to the next Battlefield. Meanwhile, they got one that's working right now, and like even the new one isn't really. Like every time I look at the new one,
I'm looking forward to the next Battlefield, where the current Battlefield plays really well, and then when they get to the new one, they're gonna be so mad because it's like it's not working right.
Yeah,
you know?
It's missing this.
And then by the time it
like,
does get fixed, they want to wait for the next Battlefield after that.
Next one. Yep. They don't learn, like, how many Battlefields we've been through. Like, geez.
Yeah.
But hey, it just goes to show, man. It's not just the publishers. These gamers are pretty dumb too, man. They set themselves up to fail.
Do.
They really do.
I brought this up before, man. With Bad Company 2, the developers of DICE.
Yeah.
Right? And I know Bad Company 2 came out years ago. It was on the 360, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm sure a lot of developers are no longer there.
Right.
Right? And they had an interview by somebody, and the developer said something along the lines of, I don't understand why people are still gravitating to Bad Company 2. Right?
It just goes to show he doesn't understand at all.
He doesn't understand. Exactly. I was like, look at it, play it, and you'll understand how amazing Bad Company 2 is with the Vietnam DLC.
Yeah, the Vietnam DLC was good.
That topped it off, man, because the music, everything about Vietnam was amazing on Bad Company 2. Right?
Yeah, it's a good thing you added on Bad Company 2 at the end there.
Yeah.
Everything about Vietnam was not amazing.
Bad Company, yes, on Bad Company 2 was awesome. Right, I still say that was the best Battlefield game that I've ever played. Right,
yeah,
it was the best.
a lot of people say that. A lot of people say that.
And that developer said, "I don't understand how people are still hung up on Bad Company 2." I'm like, "Oh my gosh,
Man,
you're so out of touch."
It's just like Shuhei Yoshida last generation with the PS4. He was like, at first, he was like, "Bro, we don't know why they're selling so well." I'm like, what? That's when I knew Sony was just lucky last generation and this generation they weren't going to do too well. But like, you don't know. You don't know. You're supposed to know. That's your job to know. You're supposed to know what the people like when you're offering shit to us that we're supposed to want to buy. You're supposed to know what we like. But hey, man, this is what I've said about the industry for a long time, bro. They don't seem to understand nothing.
Yeah, it's like, it's nuts. So Cyberpunk 2, who knows when that'll come out? Next generation?
It'll be years. I guarantee you that game is, it'll be next generation. I guarantee that game, right? And I think it'll be next gen only at this point because they're only just now starting. Unless the generation is going to be way longer than we think. And even I think this generation is going to be longer than people expect. But it would have to be even longer than that. Still, that by the time development
it still feels new to me, dude. This generation.
This generation?
We're 5 years in, and it still feels new to me.
Right. No, I get you. I get you. That's why a lot of people are starting to realize that this generation is going to be longer than they expect, right? Yeah. But I think this generation is going to be longer than that still, and that's still not enough.
What do you think? A full 8 years this time?
Yeah, I'm thinking just like the 360. When the 360 generation was half over, everybody was expecting it to get replaced the next year. They didn't, and that was before the Kinect. That was just before the Kinect, right? Yeah. Just before that E3, people thought the generation was about to end, and we're gonna see new systems, or at least rumors for next year, right? But the generation was only half over, and that second half of the generation was kickstarted by the Kinect, right? Yeah. So, what I'm saying is, this generation, I think we're in that same situation where it's only half done, but even then, that's not long enough for the Cyberpunk development to be completed, right? And that's considering potential delays or whatnot, how many years it's going to take to actually make the game, right? And that's if they finish the pre-production or if they're doing the pre-production now. If they're only doing the pre-production now, this is when they decide, the art, design, and blah, 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 and then they actually have to make the game as the actual development, right? Those are two different things that could be equally as long, right? Like pre-production could be even longer, right? So all that considered, even if this generation doesn't end for another 4 years, I'm thinking that the next Cyberpunk is going to be next gen only, because by the time it comes out, the next generation will be in full swing already. It'll be at least a year in, maybe. So that first E3 or Summer Game Fest or Microsoft Showcase or even Sony.
Come on, man, we don't have E3 anymore.
Do that. Right? Yeah, it's not E3, but we still call it E3 the season, right? Yeah. We're not calling this Summer Game Fest. Fuck those guys. That's a good name, but
fuck those guys.
Fuck those guys. But anyway, like by the time that it comes up for that, maybe the game would be ready, because you have to think about how often these games, how long they take to develop, right? And that's without delays, right? And like I said, this next one, I guarantee you, it's going to be about as bug-free as they can make it off rip, which isn't an easy expectation to attain for them. Because remember, just like Bethesda, right? Bethesda, all their games have had issues from CD Projekt Red, but they would always sit there and work at it over time. Like the Witcher games, bro, none of y'all really understand, because most of y'all who can listen to my voice right now are console dudes who didn't know about The Witcher until long after it was already bug fixed and whatnot on the PC, right?
Yeah, I didn't play Witcher until way later,
right?
Into the lifespan of the game. I bought it at $5 with all the DLCs
on part 3.
Part number 3.
See what I'm saying?
I bought it for $5 and included everything, all the DLCs.
Wow, that's great.
On Xbox.
That cheap.
Yes.
I did not know they ever had it that cheap, but that's great.
And
but,
I actually played it first on PlayStation 4. Because I was like, I don't know how I got to it. I'm sure somebody recommended it. And I was like, you know what? I'll play it on the PlayStation. And I played it, and I played just the base game. And I finished it, and I thought it was awesome. Right? I played it. I'm like, dude, that's an awesome game. Witcher 3. Right?
Yeah.
And then
that's what I'm saying.
All of a sudden, I saw that Xbox had it on sale for $5, including DLCs. I was like, you know what? I'll buy it again.
Nice.
I'll buy it again.
Nice.
And I played it all like over again.
Yeah.
Through the whole thing. Stupid camera. It's acting up.
So that's the thing too. Like I feel like just like with this next one, I'm sure it won't be, it's not gonna be bug free, but it'll be like more of a Starfield compared to say Skyrim when it first came out, which most people don't even see. That's a bad example because it's been out for so long. People forget the early days.
People forget the early days. Yeah.
Bugs, right? All these games had bugs. Like it's the context is so important when people are complaining about this stuff.
Bugs.
Like when you think about Witcher now, you think about it like a bug-free experience on any platform you play it on, right? Even the Switch. It may not perform very well on the Switch, but it's generally bug-free because they already worked them bugs out on every other platform ages before it even reached the Switch, right?
Bugs.
But these other games, like mostly people don't even know that content. All they know is what they know recently. Like that's all it's ever been like. When no, it really hasn't been. But either way,
I'm curious. I'm curious if the Cyberpunk is like, are they going to continue on with V story, or they were just done with it in the first one?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. But it's probably going to be in a different place, and then maybe V will have a guest appearance.
Yeah.
At most, and then maybe it'll tap into your save if you played the game.
Oh yeah.
Of V looking on the way you last had V.
Yeah.
In whatever save or whatever. That would be cool. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's if they even choose to do that, which they could or could not. Right. But I mean, but it just goes to show there's all these options for this stuff, bro.
All right. So we brought this up earlier or before. Warhammer. 40,000 Space Marine Master Crafted Edition coming to Game Pass. I'm excited because I loved Space Marine 2, and now I get to play the original, which I never got to play. And we talked about this in the back room, how I was trying to get the 360 version, but everybody's asking full price for it, and I was like, I ain't paying for full price for it. It's being delisted from the digital store. I never was able to get it, and but now we're getting a remaster, and I cannot wait, dude. I'm ready for it. Courage and Honor.
Courage and Honor.
Goddamn right.
Yeah. And just in time, too, right? Because like I said, I've been hyping up the sequel since forever, like long before it came out. I always said, hey, if you're a Gears head, it's going to hold you down. Awesome game, great franchise. Like it's in depth like Halo, Star Trek, or whatever else, right? Yep. It's got that character and whatnot. And so, and characters that you get invested in.
And it has a good cinematic feel to it. I mean, just...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, now the first one, which most people didn't even know existed ever. I didn't know until I heard about Space Marine 2. I'm like, there was a Space Marine 1? That was the first thought I ever had, right?
The Space Marine 1?
Like, bro, right? And then people come to find out, yeah, it's backwards compatible, but you got to have the disc because the digital version is no longer for sale and it hasn't been for a while.
Yeah.
So, you know, we were looking online. You could find the disc, right? You can find it sealed for $80. But either way, it's out there.
It's out
right.
there.
But now you ain't got to do that because now they're doing this. Now the one thing I need to know is if the online is crossplay. Is the single player co-op, online co-op? If it is, bro, we playing that, and it's on Game Pass.
And it's Game Pass, dude. When I saw that, I had no idea. I was like, oh, I'm buying this. Right? When I first saw it.
Yeah.
And then at the end, like, Game Pass, like, sweet.
Well, yes, I didn't even got to buy it. Yeah. Yep.
Yes. Yes. Oh, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is great.
And of course, the PlayStation fanboys all upset because it's not coming to PlayStation.
At all?
No, it's not.
Oh.
No, it's not. So, you know how it is. They're so entitled, bro. Now, all of a sudden, right? It's their turn, and they don't know how to handle it. And it's just like we've always said, because it all adds up. All the fanboying, all the bullshit they said, they just want to act like they're superior than anybody else, and they get everything right, and then nobody should get anything else, right? So, and they don't even care about this game. If this game came to PlayStation, they wouldn't buy it.
No.
Right? No. They wouldn't. They wouldn't care, right? But hey,
nice.
Hey, and Sega published the original game.
So is this like a relationship with Microsoft? Maybe it's like, hey,
Sega? No, because we know Relic and Microsoft have always been cool because Relic makes a game for everybody.
It's like, we cool, right?
They've always been cool, but Sega and Microsoft, we know in particular, have been cool, right? I heard what's his name went to Asia in the past week.
Yep.
All of a sudden, the sound cut out.
Yeah, I turned it off.
Okay. Oh, all right, that was you then. Yeah, but like, apparently Phil Spencer went to Asia last week or whatever, Japan or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's some talk about that. I don't know, but listen, the relationship between Microsoft and Sega has been great for a while now. So like, I can only imagine the reason why it's not on PlayStation, because this is the 360 version where they did their whole backwards compatibility thing.
Oh yeah.
Right, but now it's first party though. Instead of having to emulate the behind the scenes aspect of every aspect, although some of it is probably backwards compatibility behind the scenes, right? But the original game was on PC as well. So I don't know what they're doing, how they got, but a lot of people are assuming the reason why it's not on PlayStation isn't because Xbox is doing what Sony does, because we clearly see that Xbox does not operate like that.
No, yeah.
If they were able to put this on PlayStation, they would day one, because they would just just charge.
Yeah, like why not? I mean, they got number 2, right?
Right, they do that with everything else, right?
Yeah.
So you would imagine they would if they could. So this isn't because they didn't want to; it's because they couldn't. Likely, this is based on maybe the 360 version, and that version is maybe it's partial emulation or some shit.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows, right? There's a lot of theories about that, but Microsoft is definitely not in the habit of keeping games off of PlayStation if it's going to make them money.
Yeah, I mean, it's been obvious. I mean, now they're putting Gears of War and all, Horizon and everything else. So.
Yeah,
they're not gatekeeping anything.
They're not gatekeeping anything. So, I mean, it must be more of a technical issue or some contract thing or whatever that prevented them from doing it. I don't know, because the original game was on PlayStation and 360. It was on PS3 and 360. This game, and PC. So hell yeah, man. Next week.
I know, but hey, doesn't your Switch come in next week too? I mean, in 2 weeks or so?
Yeah. With the 4th?
Is it in June?
Oh, it's June. Yeah. June 4th. Yes.
Is it? Oh, so it's next week then.
Yeah, June 4th.
So June 10th. Yep. Yeah, that's it. That's in a couple weeks or so. Yeah. That's awesome. Another one for Game Pass.
So here's the thing about that. I've mentioned before, and I've made up my mind. I've got my camera set up and all of that.
Dude, for what? Oh, the Switch?
When I come home, live unboxing on my channel. No matter how late it is, but it'll probably be like 1:30 Eastern or so. AM.
Damn, dog.
That's when listen. It's midnight release. I'm gonna be at the GameStop.
Oh, it's a midnight release. Okay.
So I'll get it, come home, then we could do the unboxing. I'll already, I got the same camera as you. I set up so I can look down on my table.
Oh yeah, you got the desktop view.
Yeah, I got the desktop view all set up. So yeah, I'll do that next.
Yeah, this guy's ready to go, man.
Next week, Wednesday, the day before the show.
Ready to go.
And I think the 5th is some kind of show on the 5th, no? Or
well,
is that the 8th?
We got the June showcase coming up.
Yeah, the June showcase is the 8th, Sunday the 8th. But the Summer Game Fest is like the day after, or is soon. Like around that time, within plus or minus a couple days at most.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. So we got some stuff to do. Black Air Force, we're looking to do a thing after the Xbox showcase. I don't know. Do you have any plans for on the showcase that Sunday? Will you be home?
I ain't got no job, man. I'll be home.
All right, this is fact. Me too.
Got no job, man. So I'll be home.
Yeah, just like me. Yeah, just like me, huh? So that was a dumb question.
Yeah, I'll be home.
Yeah, man. If you want to watch and you want to do a live stream, whatever.
That's you know what? That's a question my wife does. Like, hey, if you're not busy, can you do this?
Yeah.
I'm like, why the fuck are you asking me that?
If you are, then we can't do it.
I mean, it's like a fucking punch in the gut, right? It's like, if you're not busy,
I don't understand. If you're not busy, that's what I really mean. If you're not busy, if you're busy, I understand.
No, I mean, like, I'm talking about my wife, like, just here in general, right? At home, right? It's like, I try not to go out too much because I don't want to spend too much gas, right? Mm-hmm. Or I'll it's either gas or spend money at the stores, right? Mm-hmm. So I just try to stay home and do whatever I can at the house. But then get asked the question, hey, if you're not busy, I was like, what would I be busy with? It's like, what am I going to be busy with, right? Like,
touche.
Say, get out of here. Say, get out of here with that shit, man.
Touche, Negro.
But this is what I've been doing, dude. Because I haven't landed anything. And this is what we Mexicans do. I'm putting my body to work. Right? I got 3 clients now. Work? I do yard work. I got 3 clients already lined up or in my pocket.
Amen. Okay. How can I say this? I will not be the one to sit there and perpetuate stereotypes on some negative.
It's not stereotype when it's true.
No. Hear me out. Right. It's true. Y'all your Mexicans are known to be, just like us Haitians, are known to be hardworking. So, bro, you got to do what you got to do, bro. Hey, get your paper, bro. Get your paper, bro.
Yeah. That's what I've been doing the last couple of weeks or so, man. I've been looking on Nextdoor, the Nextdoor app, and just always refreshing. It's like, who needs yard work? People are like, oh, I'm trying to find a new landscaping guy. It's like, hey, I could do basic edging and mowing. If that's all you need, I'm your guy. Right? Because I won't do like cleaning out their flower bed or anything. Like, dude, that just takes too much work. That's just a lot of like back pains right there, man. It's like, you actually need a crew for that, right? Not just one person. And so yeah, I mean, one guy picked me up and he's like, hey man, it's like, how much for my yard? I'm like, I look at it, I was like, what do you need done? He's like, you just want to cut your yard and the edging? Because that's what I'll do, right? He's like, yeah. It's like, okay. It's like $35. Okay, you're hired. I was like, what? Okay, cool.
I just spent $150 today, and the guy isn't even going to do it until Sunday. But like, it's surrounding my house.
Yeah.
So
yeah, some of these yards some of these yards here are not that big, and but they do pay out because they're in good neighborhoods. Like $35 to them is like average, right? And then I actually had one this morning. I told the guy, I'll be there 9 o'clock. And 9 o'clock I was there. Cool. Hour and a half I was done. I was like, all right, I'm done.
Nice.
Like, so they all sell me payments and everything. So
yeah. That's what the guy wants too. He wants no, but I paid him cash this first time because this first time it's gonna be like twice the price.
Yeah.
Right? Because he has to get it down. You know what I'm saying? Then any other time he comes, it'll be like half the price. But I like $150, bro.
No, yeah. So I got two clients that want me to come back every 2 weeks. Like, come back every 2 weeks. I'm like, okay. It's like, you sure you don't want to just call me and tell me your yard is big, He's like, no. I want you to come every 2 weeks. I'm like, all right. Then I'll give you a heads up a couple of days before, depending on the weather, to see what day I'm coming. He's like, all right. And I got this one lady up, like, in Plano, which is a little further than I like to drive, but it's not too bad. Mm-hmm. And she has me whenever, like, on demand, right? Like, she didn't say every 2 weeks, but when the grass is overgrown a bit, right? And so I was like, that's fine. I was like, it's something, right? It's something. It covers some costs of certain things. And I'm like, all right. Man, you know what? And it's like, it's refreshing too to be outside a bit. And now, to be fair, it's not the deep summer days, so I may regret it later on, right?
Especially where you live,
right? It's not summer right now. We have decent weather, but as the months go by, I'm sure I'm gonna be like, crap, I don't want to be out here this long and outside, right? But so far so good. I've been good. I'm able to handle it. I do 9 o'clock. Like I start like right on time at 9 o'clock, and I'll be out by, depending on how big, how much, work I have to do, in a couple hours. At the most, I want at the most each yard to take me at least 2 hours. I mean, not at least, the most 2 hours.
Most 2 hours, right?
The most 2 hours. That's mowing, edging, blowing. I got a leaf blower, everything, and then clean up and pack up and like, all right, I'm out of here. Done.
Cool. Hey man,
and so
you do what you gotta do.
That's what I've been doing. So I'm like, I got 3 clients. I'm working on the 4th one, but she's kind of slow to respond. So I'm like, all right, it's like, whenever you have time, lady, I'll come out there and mow some lawns. I don't care. But like I said, it's refreshing, dude, to go outside a bit to like compared to what I'm used to being inside the office all day, right? Or inside my house,
right,
all day.
You do
and
blue collar work instead of white collar work.
Yeah, and $35. I mean, it's like, I know it's not much, but it's like, it's better than the zero income I'm bringing in.
Yeah.
Almost done. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm the bug guy. I get all the bugs in the house if they come in. Like, Daddy, there's a bug here. I'm like, okay, I'll get it later.
I forgot about them being afraid of bugs.
So yeah, that's what I've been doing, man. I've been trying to. What I want at the most, maybe, if I can do it, at the most, is 14 clients.
Wow.
Right, and that's depending on the rotation. Right, I want 14. If I can get 10, I'll be happy with 10. Right. And one of the guys that I spoke with that I mow his lawn, he was telling me, he's like, man, you did a really good job. Like, you did beyond what I was expecting, like cleaning up, right? And I'm like, honestly, dude, I'm just doing what one would do, if somebody's mowing a lawn, right? Yeah. I did nothing special other than just do what I usually do at home. Right.
You do it like the way you would do it for yourself, right?
Yeah. And so he's like, so do you have a company name? It's like, dude, seriously? It's like, I just got laid off like 3 months ago. I'm just doing this for extra cash because I got no income coming in. So this is what I'm doing. He's like, really? So we just started talking. I was like, oh man, it's like, that's tough. And I was like, yeah, it's like, but it's like, this doesn't bother me doing this type of work. It's like, I've done it. Not that I've done it before, but if I can do it at home, I can do other people's yards,
Right.
It's
same shit.
It's the same crap. Yep. It's just somebody else's house and I'm getting paid for it. Right.
Yep.
And so he put out a post on Nextdoor and said, hey, if you need some lawn service, this guy can take care of you. And that's where I got 2 more. That's where I got like 2 more people. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
So he hyped you up. Nice.
They hyped me up, man.
He's your hype man. He's your Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so I like it. I mean, it's nice to be outside for a bit, at least for just the morning part,
Yeah. Before the sun comes out.
Before the sun comes out.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing you're doing them early, so because in the summertime when it gets hot like a bee out there.
Yeah, it gets tough, man. I've been outside one time, like in the middle of the day, dude, clear sky, no clouds, and that was the first time ever that it really got to me, to the point where I went inside the house, I took off my shirt and laid down on the tile to cool off because I was just overblown with the heat. Right.
Don't let that. Yeah, bro. You gotta watch.
No heat stroke or anything. It's just like it was too much. Right. To the point it's like I need to lay down the tile and just cool off. It's like it was just too much that day. I never did it again, but yeah, I was like, I gotta be careful, And that's it. So yeah. So we got the showcase coming up, a couple of weeks or so, on a Sunday afternoon. Is it
the 8th? The
8th,
I believe.
Yeah. So for me, it'd be at 12 p.m. For you, it's probably 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And so, Outer Worlds, I did like the first one. That was a fun game.
Hopefully, Perfect Dark, I presume, will be there.
Really? Oh, is it? Did they say that? Let's see.
I presume it should be there.
That'd be kind of cool if they did. Because we haven't heard anything since Last Generation.
No, we heard about it last year, I think. We saw some footage of it last year, I think it was.
Yeah, they don't do enough.
No, they don't. So this is why I'm thinking they're going to do more.
It says, mark your calendars. Xbox Game Showcase 2025 will be live streamed on June 8th, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific, following the footsteps of 2023 Starfield Direct. And, okay, well, the Direct, okay. this show we have again a double feature, an Outer Worlds 2 direct.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of know what type of game it is. They're not surprising us with it, but hey, I'll take
sequel.
it.
We haven't seen the game. We don't know what it's like. So
it's going to be more the same, dude. Come on now.
I presume, but we'll see. We'll see. You never know.
Let's see. Upcoming titles from our first party studios. Yada, yada, yada. Incredible third party ones. Cool. Live stream everything. Yeah, yeah. Immediately following the showcase, then the Outer Worlds Direct will bring you In the Walls of Obsidian. Cool. And then what else is there? This is how you watch it. We know how to do that. And that's it. So how long will this be? It doesn't say. Is it like 90 minutes usually, or is it an hour?
Usually like 90 minutes. It's more than an hour. Usually like 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours. That would be great.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
So
world, and you know what term they're gonna use?
World premiere.
World premiere. They always do that.
Is it, or is it that Keeley guy?
No, that's theirs. That's Xbox's
world premiere.
Yeah.
Let's see. Post says, "Why is showcase on a Sunday? Would be cool
that's
on
gonna
a Friday."
start that whole week, I think.
It's always on a Sunday, isn't it?
It's always on a Sunday with Microsoft.
That's what I thought.
It has been for a long time.
Because I'm usually at church. That's why I miss it every time.
Oh.
Yeah. Are you guys getting Night Rain? Looks
Elden Ring. That newer Elden Ring.
Looks kind of meh if you already have Elden Ring. Oh. Must be another game.
Yeah.
Let's
like
see.
A co-op online version of the game or whatever. With
Punny, let's see what Punny's asking. Don't they give you unemployment insurance for 1 year in the States? Up here in Canada, though, you get laid off. They give you an unemployment insurance for at least 10 months. So the way it works here, so we have unemployment benefits from the government, and I think it's different in every state, right?
Yeah. But
at least here in Texas, is they look at what you earned for the last like 20 something months, like up to a 2-year period, right? And based on that, you can only get so much money of benefits. So I'll just say, I mean, I'm not even shy to say this. The maximum amount of money, unemployment money I can get is $15,000. Right?
Right.
But that $15,000 is broken up in 2 monthly payments. So I mean, I'm sorry, 2 payments within a month.
Yeah.
Right. And for the one payment, so pretty much for 1 month, I'll get like $2,000. Right. So now do the math. If I get $2,000 per month and I only get like $15,000 in total benefits, how long is it going to last me?
Not very long at all.
About 7 months, which is really not that long because I'm already 3 months in.
Yeah.
Right. I'm 3 months in now. So I got 4 months left of benefits before I really start digging into my own money. Right. Which I already have into my savings, not my savings, but the money I have. But it's been very light that I've touched my own money because I've been kind of using what the state has been giving me. Right. And so, and that's it. So I'm kind of like halfway there with my benefits. And that's it. Now, let's see what he says here. You have to prove every month you're looking for a job, though. You got to send in for. Okay, so for us, we do have to keep up of what where we apply, where we look, what we've done, right, to kind of get a job, right? However, we don't have to submit it.
Yeah.
We only submit it if they ask us to prove that we're doing something.
Yeah, and they usually do that at the very beginning, and then after a while they leave you on.
Yeah. So I so far have not been asked, but the minimum they here's the funny thing, the minimum they want us to look like do searches or apply pretty much is 5 per week. Right. Yeah. I do like 20. Want you to do too many. I do like 20 applications a week. So I go above and beyond what they're asking for. Yeah. Right? And sometimes I don't even jot down everything because it's like, okay, I already got like 5 in one day. It's like, what's the point of,
Yeah, you do so many, you forget.
Yeah.
how many you've done.
Exactly. Yeah. And so they will only ask for it if they, you only have to submit it if they ask for it. They don't expect you to send it in or anything like that. And so, and that's it. I mean, that's how it works here, at least for me.
Yeah. Same thing here generally. Like the first couple months, there was a whole process, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Then and then I even had to go to the office once, right? I had to sit in some quote unquote class. The woman basically tell me a bunch of shit I already knew.
See, I haven't had to do that at all.
Right, but other than that, I saw the person. I was talking to some guy who's supposed to be at the office, but he wasn't there when I went that day.
So here's one thing that sucks.
No, hang on. And then I spoke to him afterwards, and then that was it. He was like, "Oh, I don't need you to verify anymore."
Yeah.
Then until the 6 months was, and I ran out and all the benefits on it, and that was it.
Yeah. And so what also sucks is that I wouldn't mind to work a non-professional job like what I was doing. Right? I don't mind doing other work if I have to. The only thing I have to make sure that I have to make sure that if I'm going to take a regular job is that I'm bringing home more than what my benefits are giving me. And that's going to be tough. Right? Yeah. Because if I'm getting $2,000 a month from the government of my unemployment benefits, I can't be taking an hourly job that only pays me $1,500 take home.
Yeah.
If that. Right? That just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Right? I'm losing money. Right? And
Definitely.
So it's like, I have to kind of wait it out with the benefits and see much longer, if I have to go through all 7 months of benefits, or hopefully find something before it ends. That way I really don't have to dip into my own cash too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how it works here, and that's what I have to deal with.
Kind of depressing, ain't it? But yeah, that's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
Oh, one last thing I want to discuss, like I guess we're at the end here.
That little airplane, the RC airplane, just got here, and my son's like, "Are we gonna put it together?" I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, okay. Well then,
yeah. Now go ahead.
I'll make this real quick.
Yeah.
The one last thing that I've seen is there's been some talk, report from Jez Corden, but he wasn't the first. Well, actually, Windows Central actually was. But the way the rest of the press is repeating what he said isn't really fair. Because basically, what Microsoft is like, okay, to quote what Hanobi 602. If you know him, he's the guy who's the mailman guy from Seinfeld. Who's always mad at Jerry. Fat guy from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
The hacker guy.
Yeah.
Him. Right. Anyway, Shinobi 602. Yeah, the fat dude. Shinobi 602. He usually drops like news reports and stuff in gaming, so you've probably seen this account before. And he wrote, Xbox's dedicated handheld has been quote unquote sidelined for now. The focus is on Windows 11 handheld gamers with third-party partners, according to Windows Central, right? But when you read what Jez himself said, right, and this is also backed up by Paris, right? You know Paris, black dude.
Yeah, I know that.
Bald head, right?
Yeah.
He said, okay, so what did dude say? He said,
what did he say?
Jez said has been sidelined for now, right? As they prioritize Windows 11 PC handheld gaming optimization. So what Paris responded to that with is saying this is what they need to focus on, the software. And he's absolutely correct. Yeah. That's the most important thing. This is what people are saying that SteamOS does so well, which is another thing, right? Like that just got opened up where it's compatible with the ROG Ally, the Ally X, the Legion Go, and now this new Legion Go S, right? That that they just came out with, right?
Yeah.
SteamOS is supposed to be so simple and easy to use, and it is, but the offset of that is the bad compatibility with games compared to Windows, right? Where these games were made. So if Windows can get that worked out, right? I don't know, it was Alex, Fritanga, anybody who's being objective about this is saying the same thing, that this is a good thing. But of course, just like we were talking about earlier with Chris Dring,
yes,
they're trying to make it seem like this bad thing. Everybody has been saying this from the very beginning, right? Like the interface and how it works and how simple and easy it is to use is the most important factor.
Yeah.
It's more important than the performance of the handheld or anything else. Look at the Steam Deck, right? The weakest of all these handhelds, and it's still beloved by many people, right? Even though it's already not compatible with a lot of shit, particularly multiplayer stuff, but still, right? Like, at least give it its due. It's easy to use. It's very console-like experience for PC gaming.
Yeah.
And Windows needs a lot more of that. And and we know Microsoft is working on this. What I think happened is they were probably going to announce some of this at the showcase, and maybe they will, but they had to have like an all hands on deck meeting where they have to show, the higher ups where they at with stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And then to say if it's going to be on the showcase or not, or if they're going to push it back, it needs more time. And it seems to me that they've decided, oh no, this needs more time. This is a fact that everybody knows is the most important, more important than the hardware that's actually in it, what chip these handhelds are running. This interface, the software has to work fantastically. If it doesn't matter how powerful or not these handhelds are. And besides, it gives it more time for more advanced tech to come out to be in these handhelds. So that's always all the good too. There's lots of talk about ARM, stuff like that. We'll see. But of course, as always, the negative Nancy's out there will try to sit there and portray it to be some kind of negative thing. Like Xbox has already hasn't been kicking ass all this year.
Yeah.
What has Sony done this year? Okay, Nintendo, they're about to show and prove next week. What's Sony been doing all year? Flopping. Xbox has been more successful this year than they have in the past couple of years, right?
Yeah.
They're making money hand over fist,
big time,
from everybody, including the PlayStation guys, right? So Xbox is doing good. Nintendo is about to show what they got. We know PC's been doing good.
For sure.
PC hardware sales is up. Nvidia just put out their numbers, right? They're doing ridiculously great. Like their metrics have all went up in terms of user base, in terms of sales of their cards. People complain that their shit's too expensive, but they're selling though. Like their numbers are up. Like stuff is good for everybody, but it seems Sony. And a lot of these publishers too, they're not trying to act like it's a gravy train out here, right? And in fact, all these companies have fired people except for maybe Valve, right? Even Nintendo's fired some people. Right? But Sony's just not in a good position, and their fans like to act like anything else that's not happening to Sony is a bad thing, no matter how good or bad it is. They'll always present it like a bad thing, but that's just not what's happening here. But I just want to, because these folks is just
they're cornballs.
Cornballs, bro. Really,
cornballs.
It's getting real pathetic, because even if Fritanga, Alex, and a bunch of other people, Paris is all saying the same thing. Like, this is the right choice, right? The software is the most important. It's what everybody's been saying about ever since the Steam Deck has been out. And that's been 3 years, by the way.
Yeah.
The Steam Deck's been out for 3 years.
Has it?
So man, it's been 3 years, right? 3 years since that ease of use conversation has been amongst the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Right? It's clear to everybody that shit is true, and the Steam Deck made it apparent to everybody. So if that's what they're focusing on, I've always said I will applaud a game being delayed because it needs more work.
Word.
Of course, I'm gonna say that for a platform that everybody's heavily awaiting, because we want to see that Steam integration, right? We want that Steam integration, but it's got to be done right. If this has to be delayed to get it to be done right, so be it. But yeah, man, that's all I want to say on that.
That's right. The mobile expert, man. He's about to get his Switch also. He's going to tell us all about it. He's going to live stream his unboxing and tell him how much a Nintendo freak he is when he gets his when he gets his Switch. And he has all the accessories already. I think you're going to wear a Pokemon shirt, aren't you?
Hell no.
No? You're not going to dress up as some like Pokemon character or anything like that while you did it?
I'm not a Pokemon fan at all. That was it, bro. I'm going for that. Like, I played Yellow on an emulator and beat it. That was it.
All
I
right,
yellow on the
man.
emulator.
Well, it's too bad that Realist didn't show up, man. He must have fell asleep. I bet you he is asleep.
Yeah, I feel like he fell asleep too.
I think he fell asleep, dude. He's tired. He does. I think he does a lot of driving. I think that's what he does.
Yeah, he's a driver. He's a truck driver.
All right, man. So it was good to be back and talk to you again.
Yeah.
And we'll see everybody next week. And hopefully Realist can be on. And I don't think there's anything special next week for me to keep me from coming on, but I should be around. But
Great. Well, thanks for coming off, fellas.
Yep. All right. Peace. We're out. Audi
Peace.
5000.
Audi 5000 Iver.